Blog Talk Radio.
Good evening. Good evening. How's everyone doing tonight? This is Tina Queen and Mike Crutchfield coming on at the late night Oracle night. But tonight we're not going to be doing late night Oracle. We're going to be doing something else. And this is a show that Mike wanted to get going tonight. This show is called The Foot Shufflers and the Tap Dancers of the Conchit Circus. Now, Conchit Circus is a term I made up, and the reason why I made this term up is because Conchit, they're not conscious, you know, and no. Conscious, it has so many different levels. All right. Now, when you hear the word conscious, first thing you need to think about is conscious of what? Because you could be conscious of anything. You could be conscious that you're alive. You could be conscious of the fact that Walmart got a sale on. You know, you could be conscious of white Jesus. You know, I mean, conscious could be anything. You could be conscious of anything. So what exactly are these people conscious of? And then the circus. I don't know how many of y'all are on Facebook and watch the drama and the circus acts and all of these different shows that goes on with these people in this conscious circuit or the Conchit Circus. You know, and I was talking to Mike about this one day, talking about how our people are so used to being reactionary. Now, I have a very boring life. And the reason why my life is boring is because I do preventive maintenance. I make sure that I listen to my ancestors and I listen to other oracles to minimize drama in my life. All right? But you see, people like me, an oracle, will get up here on Facebook and give y'all the prophecy of what's about to come, and you will not take heed. You rather wait for it to happen so you can be reactionary and ask, you know, well, what happened? Because you crave that drama. You crave that psychopathic drama that goes on in this psychopathic world that's ran by psychopaths. Now, what we're going to do, the first thing we're going to do tonight is we're going to let Mike break down exactly what I mean by Conchit Circus.
Yeah.
Mike?
Peace and blessings to all. I would first like to say that all praise is due to the source of all things. Nothing is done without all, and we are all one. We have a whole lot of buffoonery going on. That's what we talk about, foot shuffling and the tap dances of the Conchit Circus. See, conscious, first of all, we have to give the definition of what conscious is. And if you have a conscious, then you have to have what's called the polar opposite, which is unconscious or not being conscious. Conscious is broken up into three categories. You got the conscious, one, the subconscious, and then the awareness conscious. First conscious is this right here. That's your ordinary you noticing what's going on compared to your subconscious, which is greater. See, your conscious is just filling in for your daily activities, how you see things, your perspective on life as you just go reactionary, just like Sister Tina said. It's all reactionary. Now, if I ask you a question, your conscience will have to stop and refer to the subconscious to pull up your memory bank. See, that's your memory bank. Now, your awareness conscious is the conscious state in which you have made yourself a supreme being and you are aware of all three at the same time, sort of like if you have clairvoyant dreams. And you can know what's going on, see what's going on, and in detail all at the same time. conscious can be regarding anything. It can be, just like she said, you conscious, you at Walmart and the sales going on. Now, the conscious that we're relating to of that these buffoons are doing on is that we are supposed to be waking people up to our history, to our spirituality, to our proper health, to our proper economic state, to our proper ways of acting as kings and queens, not men and women, but kings and queens, because that's the status of men and women. So what they're doing is they are providing little tidbits and selling it. That's the con. And the shit really is that they don't know anything. All they're doing is they're called rebel rousers. They're telling you what you already know, making it sound good, make you do it, and they never come up with a solution. Yes, I know we were hung as a people. Yes, I know we were in slavery. Yes, I know the government's taking our money. What you going to do about it? You going to just make me mad and make on point so we can argue together? At the end of the day, we get mad, go home, and the problem is still there. Not one solution. But they travel around here selling this information. You want to see how much the Illuminati's doing to us, but you're not going to come up with a damn answer against this. Everybody knows about the Willie Lynch letter, but not one scholar, not one group, not one church, mosque, synagogue, temple has come up with an organized letter, an anti-Willie Lynch letter. So that's con shit. You keep telling me, drilling in my head what Willie Lynch did. Well, tell me what to do to make this, to reverse this process. That's all you got to do. See, that's the difference between conscious and conscious. See, this is a conscious show because we provide answers, whether you agree or disagree. We're providing answers. If you can come up with something better, call in, write us, inbox us. We need great minds out here. We don't need the con shit to keep on organizing us so we can put some damn signs up and march in a circle talking about, a cop has killed someone else. We know that. Consciousness is going to get them laws and bring up those articles, bring up those UCC laws that we can go back and get our national status so they can stop messing with us, stop killing us, and stop taking our money. See?
Exactly.
And conscious.
Yes. Now, every con shit circus, every circus has a ringmaster.
Yes. There's a whole lot of motherfuckers right here.
Oh, yeah, these are the self-appointed messiahs. These are the self-appointed leaders. These are all the people that are self-appointed. They are the ones that they determine, and they put themselves on the pedestals to be the leaders and all of this stuff, and half of them ain't even held a weapon before.
No. The itchy grass experts, too.
Itchy grass experts. They're all ringmasters. Now, yes. Break down the ringmaster syndrome phenomenon for me, Mike.
The ringmaster is this. The ringmaster is the master of ceremony. The master of ceremony, holds the mic. He controls the mindsets of the people in that circle. Circle means the totality of the conscious community or the conscious community. See, the ringmaster, that's why he has the hat.
Yep.
You got to know the symbolism of a hat, what a hat is. See, a hat was originally, that hat was the meaning of a fez. And a fez was a certain degrees that you earned and accepted to pass on. See, so this person also calls out to what's done at certain times. Bring on the elephants. Bring on the clowns. Bring on the lions, the trained lions. Right? See, he's the master of ceremony. He's the ringmaster of the con shit circus. So now what they do is they say, hey, they uprising. They're starting to learn some true info. So let's put the con shit brother out there to spread false lies, get them riled up, but never get no answers, never get no solutions. You know, so you go home mad as hell, fed up, but can't remember what the speech was about because really you already knew everything he said. So what is he doing? What is he doing?
What
Nothing.
He's doing is he's getting everyone riled up. You know, that's what he's doing.
So we can get murdered. So we can get murdered. You know, he's not sitting you down. See, a angry person can do nothing but be angry. See, I'm going to give you the art of war. I'm going to give you a little sample of the art of war. Is when you were about to attack, you breathe, then you laugh. Why I say laugh? You get in a good mood. You get in a good mood because you think clearly. See, when you are angry, see that's compared to the energy of fire. Fire burns. Fire burns with no regard of nothing, whatever's in its way. So it's not a thinking process to that. See, Bruce Lee was telling people, you know, the first thing I do is before I fight is I calm myself. See, I'm very calculated. You can't work good angry. See, you get angry and you do things that you don't even realize you're doing until it's too late. See, this is the ringmaster. See, this is what he does. Then he says, okay, well, let's go down. We're mad at the police. Let's go burn the neighborhood down. Well, you burning your own neighborhood.
Yeah. What's the first thing they say? Everybody, let's get our guns. Let's get up here. And we ain't gonna take this no more. Get your guns. Get out here and fight. Let's do this. Get your gun. But you see, you never seen those same people that's yelling, get their guns to go out here because, see, a leader leads.
Yes.
A ringmaster just gets everyone hyped up for the show.
There you go. And controls the show. But he's never part of the show. He's never part of the show. You don't see him put his head in the lion's mouth. You don't see him riding an elephant. You don't see him dressed as a clown. But he runs all of them. See, that's the con shit circus. And see that ring, see, that's representation of the earth. That 306 degrees of totality, the roundness of the earth and the people in it. See, we got a whole lot of ringmasters, whether they're your preacher, whether there's your teacher, whether there's your so-called appointed leader, whether it's your next-door neighbor who you look up to because he got more economic status than you. See, he's put in there, he is an agent to be a ringmaster. He's a ringmaster. Whether it's your head of your NAACP or any organization you were part of, they're the ringmasters. Straight up. Straight up.
The ringmasters.
You know, what you do is you don't judge a person by who they are. You judge a person by what they do. Yep. See, you can have a homeless person who's a bum. I'm going to tell you one of the best signs I've seen. Homeless person, everybody considered him a bum. He got a sandwich, sat down, and split half of it with his best friend. See, we don't do that, and we get much more than they have. See, but you can't judge that because of what he is. You judge a man by his heart. You judge a person by their heart. But see, we got this con shit going on, and the foot shufflers who you know, this is part of the circus right now. Let's start off with the foot shuffle. The foot shufflers is this. Man, I can't stand so-and-so. I can't stand so-and-so. As soon as he come around, oh, hey, Mr. Johnson. Them foot start shuffling. How you been today? Well, I put an extra coat of wax on your car. You didn't have to pay me for it, ask me for it, because you're so good. As soon as you leave out the room, that motherfucker, I can't stand him. See, that's a foot shuffle.
Oh, yeah. Because they're capitalists.
That's straight up foot shuffler. He rouse up you to mess yourself up at the same time. He'll know that he'll sell you out quick as his name is damn shit. You don't know?
Yeah, that's what the top hat is for. That's why the ringmaster wears that top hat, because what he's telling you is that he is the master of ceremony. He's the capitalist. He's going to capitalize on. He's the one that's going to get the money and capitalize on the bloodshed.
That's it. That's it. No one else is a performer. They're commodities. He's the performer because he's saying, watch the magic I do. Watch my magic. I make people move. See, a performer doesn't really perform. He /form makes it happen. You understand me? Just break down the words. See, the dichotomy of the language is very important that we got to learn. See, those foot shufflers, that's part of his plan. He has to have the foot shufflers there because those are the ones who are so angry. They so angry at the man, but then when you see them out, they having lunch with him. You playing golf with them. You in meetings with them. You don't go out to eat with your enemy. You don't trust your enemy enough for that. No man in history that was a so-called true leader did that.
Now, I don't know how many people... I'm sorry. I just wanted to say this one little thing. I don't know how many people listened to our last show where we talked about the wigs, where you got to understand that the top hat replaced the wigs.
Yes.
So what they did was... Yes, they went into hiding. They took off the wigs and replaced the wigs with a top hat. I'm sorry, Mike. Go ahead.
Yeah. Why you think the symbology of a Planters Peanut Man got a top hat on? You got to recognize what these top hats are. You got to recognize these little symbols and stuff, you know. And then you got the tap dancers who would do anything the man say. He know it's wrong. But I do it for him. I do it for you. See, it's a difference between a foot shuffler and a tap dancer. A foot shuffler, at least he act like he don't like it before he do it. A tap dancer just do it happily, and you be looking at him like, damn, he beating upside his head, but he's still happy. I'm happy. I don't know why you want to go against Master Johnson because he paid me $2 an hour. You know, I mean, and that's real. And that's real because, see, the main thing that we have to do, and the reason for having this right here, having this Blog Talk Radio show, is to make us awake. When you become awake, you become conscious. Not conscious, but conscious. See, that's why they even tell you, when you get bust upside the head, you're unconscious. That's the same that they see us now. We're unconscious people. And I asked everyone out there, I said, what is the oldest name of the people here? And they were giving me, black people, Moors, white people, so-and-so, all this. And I said, no, the oldest English name for first people here was God. But they made that name taboo. You can say that name while you're having sex with your girl, and she's hollering out, "Oh God, damn it!" Or you stub your toe, and you can say, "Oh GD." You can say it then, but if I come right here and call myself God because I know I'm conscious, because that means supreme being of wisdom, strength, and beauty, they say, "Oh, you blasphemizing." Word? Well, you wasn't blasphemizing. You and your old lady wasn't blasphemizing last night when y'all was yelling in the bedroom. Were you? You feel me? So when a conscious community, see, and this is it right here, you are what you say you are. You are what you think you are. You are what you act like you are. If I say I'm a man, I can be the best man. If I can say I'm a king, I can be the best king, but none of them has the status of a god. That's supreme being. So if I say I'm God, I act like God, and I think like God, and then I produce gods.
Exactly.
I'm not saying I'm the source of all things which creates everything here. I'm saying I'm the supreme being. If I'm made in the image of that which first created me to be on whatever plane in whatever planet that you say you came from, I am the supreme of that. So I am God. You're God. She's God. Not goddess, but God. Because God means wisdom, strength, and beauty. Don't separate masculinity or femininity, saying that there's a lesser word or make it separate. God means supreme being. It is not masculine or feminine. It is a totality word. Meaning wisdom, strength and beauty. Look it up. Google it.
Yep.
Google everything we say.
Please. And not even Google. I challenge you to go into your library, into a library, and look it up yourself.
Yeah.
Now, I got to, kind of getting back to the Ringmaster thing. It's a little book. When I was in college, my professor got up here and made us read a story out loud in class. And this story was so preposterous that it stuck with me, and that was years ago when I was in this literature class. Okay, the story was called The Invisible Man. All right? Yeah, it was called The Invisible Man. All right?
Yeah, we read
what
that.
it was is that it was a circus. All right? It was a circus, and this was a very popular circus. And when the circus came into town, people came from miles and miles to come to this circus. All right? And the main attraction at the circus was the Invisible Man. Okay? So everyone came in and sat down and was all excited to see the Invisible Man. So the Ringmaster comes out. Everybody's clapping and stuff, and he tells everybody to be quiet. He goes, okay, I would like to introduce to you now the Invisible Man. And, of course, they couldn't see him because he was invisible. So the Ringmaster sat there for a second and said, here is the Invisible Man standing beside me. And everybody was like, ooh. And so the Ringmaster stops and he makes pretend like he's listening. He said, okay, the Invisible Man cannot talk to any of you one-on-one personally. The Invisible Man only talks through me. And the Invisible Man says that he will answer 3 questions from the audience. So, of course, everyone's raising their hand. So the Ringmaster chose his man. He goes, yes, sir, what question would you like to ask the Invisible Man? So the man stands up and goes, Ringmaster, could you please ask the Invisible Man if I'm ever going to find love? So the Ringmaster says, okay, hold on. He gets quiet. And he goes, the Invisible Man says that you will find love one day. Oh, my God, everybody starts clapping. So the Ringmaster chooses the second person. It was a woman. She goes, Ringmaster, and she asked her question. I forgot what her question was. I think her question was something like, will I ever get a decent job? So the Ringmaster just got quiet. He goes, the Invisible Man says that you will get a decent job one day. Everyone's clapping again. So he chooses a little girl this time. The little girl stands up and goes, Ringmaster, I would like to ask the Invisible Man if he can give me a kiss. So everybody got quiet. And so the Ringmaster just sat there and said, okay, the Invisible Man has just kissed you. And everybody was like, ooh, and all of that stuff. And everybody, after the circus let out, everyone went home so excited and content that they have just seen the Invisible Man.
Yeah.
That's the importance of the invisible. That's the importance of the Ringmaster.
Yes. He controls the minds. He controls
the mind.
And if you control the mind, you control the body.
Yes.
Control the mind, you control the body. Control the mind, you control the body. See, that's that fear. That's that fear of getting out of place. That's why it could be 50 slaves and one guy on a horse, and they wouldn't run away. He was the Ringmaster. He put up a good show. That's why you have 12 workers making $7 to $9 an hour at a fast food restaurant, while the owner does no work, and they're doing all the work, but they don't have the sense that all of them can come and get their own restaurants because they're doing the work and know how to work. See, that's the Ringmaster. The Ringmaster sends you to school to be the best dentist, engineer, teacher, football player, but never teach you how to get your own dental office, engineering firm, or football team.
Exactly. The Ringmaster is what I like to call, and I have a note on my Facebook The ringmaster is the gatekeeper.
Yes.
That's who the ringmaster is.
Yes.
Now, I want to read y'all a couple of things about what these hats that the ringmaster, and I'm staying on these hats for a reason. These hats are very significant, and they tell you exactly who the ringmaster is and what he represents. And then while we talk about the ringmaster, what I want you to do is I want you to look into this con shit community, this con shit circus, and I want you to identify these. Exactly. I want you to recognize who these ringmasters are. All right? Because it's a reason why you have to listen. All right? Now, these hats, I'm going to go over a couple of different cultures. Kings wear crowns to denote their rank, okay? Mm-hmm. In the ancient Roman times, all right, the Romans wore a woolen cap called a pileus, all right? And the person that wore these woolen hats were supposed to be free by birth, all right? Slaves couldn't wear the hats. Only the free people could wear the hats. Okay, now this is how important the ringmaster is and how the hat denotes who he is, all right? In the House of Commons in London, you see, these are all, if you notice, these are European things, these hats, all right? The hat was in the House of Commons in London was given to the Speaker, all right? And that Speaker was the only one that could speak. That was his rank. And when the Speaker would come in with his hat on, the ringmaster, everyone would have to cry, order, 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 because the ringmaster had arrived. Okay? And that goes all the way down. They even, of course, we already went over the Masonic thing, where it means that they're the worshipful master.
Yeah, worshipful masters, true.
Yes. All right? So this is how important hats are and why we need to really distinguish who these ringmasters are and what they stand for. Because we have a few ringmasters in this con shit circus that we like to call the conscious circuit, which is not very conscious at all. All right? And these ringmasters got on these hats. They are the speakers. It doesn't mean that they know more than you, but what they're doing is the ringmaster hat denotes capitalism. Capitalism means making money off of the blood of others.
They're also called the handlers.
Yes, the handlers.
They're the handlers. They are taught specific things just to either calm things down when there's a riot, to make money off of people who have the skills for people who do not have the skills. You have people out there to turn spiritual things into religious things to get money. And it's also to put your faith in people who won't do anything. See, just like that invisible man, nobody wanted to investigate. See, they trusted him. Anything he said was right, and they were satisfied. That's how it is now. Everything will be all right. Don't worry about it. You heard that a lot of times. I'm going to go talk to him right now. Well, where's the evidence? See, con shit starts off with con artists. You got pros and cons. Cons means against. It means against you. Pro means with. See, this is breaking down the dichotomy of the English language again, what con is. Also, convict. Right? Convict. Same thing. Them cons again. So then you have to say what conscious means. See, we have to go against that which is unnatural and become that which is with nature. because everything in here is a balanced system. We're a balanced system. Right now we're unbalanced. We have economic unbalance. We have spiritual unbalance. Right?
We're all gender. Stuck in the id.
We have, them ids and isms kill us. Them ids and isms. Nothing is as it should be. And there are answers. We're saying, who do we trust? Trust yourself. This is the way you become conscious. You get right knowledge. Knowledge is the foundation of all things in existence. Then knowledge is knowing the ledge of what to learn and what not to learn according to your skills and what you need. Then knowledgeable is not knowing everything, but knowing where to get the knowledge. Just like the sister says, you have to assign, what was that? I think it was in the Gatekeepers too. You have to assign somebody in your family to learn different skills so all y'all could become knowledgeable together. The second step is wisdom. That is applying that in which you've learned. That's applying that in which you've learned. This is how you become conscious now. Applying that what you have learned through daily life and through experience of having knowledge. Then the third step is understanding when you are at its lowest form, understanding at a teenage, and overstanding when you are at adult. Standing. You understand? So that, the word itself is a shit word, understand. If I'm under something, then I can never stand up. I got to bend down to be under something. So I have to overstand. I'm looking down and saying, I am over this. That's how you become conscious. Then, after that, you mix all those with what's called common sense. Common sense is intuition. See, the God part of you, that awareness conscious, that God part of you dropped down to become what was called intuition. So you'll sit there and be driving and said, stop. You like, what? Damn. Then you run into something. Damn, something told me to stop right there. See, that was intuition. See, that's part of your consciousness. But see, they'll make you think that conscious only means you being pro-black or pro-white or pro-feminine or pro-masculinity. See, that's ignorance. That's ignoring that all of us need everything in balance. We all need each other in balance. Ignorance is this right here. I'm better than you because I make more. I'm better than you because I'm black. Better than you because I'm white. Better than you because I'm a female. No, what makes a person pro or con is how you fit in for your community and make it better or worse. That's what makes you conscious or unconscious. See, a person can unconsciously be the worst person in the world. But see, ignorance will keep him there. Not being dumb or not learning is that he's ignoring things so that he can be unconscious, because conscious is a state of awareness now that he's doing wrong, because that's his natural order of life, because he doesn't want to know anymore. Conscious just don't mean I'm pro-black so I can go out here and slap the shit out of somebody because they're white. No, it doesn't happen, or vice versa. That's not being conscious. Conscious is not changing your name to, my name is Abdullah King Tut the Third Seti Mayat. That don't make you conscious because you know a few Egyptian names. What makes you conscious is that I am consciously bettering myself so my family, my neighborhood, this world can become better than it is. That's consciousness. See, I can be illiterate. I can be illiterate and be conscious and help the world out better than a scholar who knows everything the Quran says but don't help nobody. You can know everything that Jesus said, quote for quote, but then walk out of church past 3 people who were hungry. That's not conscious. That's con shit.
And getting back to the words that you were saying, Mike, see, what people don't seem to get and understand is that all of our words and sentences that we put together, they are all spells.
Yes.
Everything that we say is a spell. Now, whether you believe in magic or not, that's irrelevant.
Yeah.
It's what's happening, and they're all spells. That's why they call it spelling.
Yes.
Everything you do is a spell. Everything you write, everything you say is a spell. That's why you have to be very, very careful what you say to people and how you say it and what you write and your intent behind what you write and what you say. You see, me, I'm a quiet person. Once you get to know me, I know Mike will say different, but I'm a real quiet person, and I think about my words before I say something out of my mouth to someone because I understand energy. Energy, all right? And I understand that once something comes out of your mouth, it goes into the universe, and there is no changing that. I heard a joke one time.
Shape and form.
Exactly. I heard this guy joke one time. It was a stand-up comedian, and he makes this joke. He goes, it starts off in New York where someone flicks someone off, and it ends up being a war in the Middle East.
Mm-hmm.
Because that bad energy, and basically what he was saying was that from that one person flicking someone off in New York, that bad energy reverberated all the way through time and space and ended up in the Middle East, and that's why they're at war.
Yes.
That's how you say. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I said that's funny, though, but that's real.
It's funny as shit, isn't it? But it's real, and that's how energy works. Energy works. It reverberates, and everything that comes out of your mouth is a spell, and it reverberates. So you say, "I understand." That means you're standing under something.
Yes.
All right. You're never going to rise above.
Never.
But when you say, I overstand, that gives you a sense of superiority.
See, and that's why we was talking about calling yourself God or man or woman or woman. Look up the word, what man and woman means, and then look at what the word God means and see how that reverberates when you say that to your children and when you call them kings and queens or gods, or even if you do call them goddesses. See the difference that it makes. See the difference that it makes from you calling your woman a bitch every day and compared to calling her a queen every day, how she acts.
Exactly.
See how
it's a big difference.
It very, very big difference. You see, the con shit about it is this right here. We are ruled by nomen substantivum, and I gave person that in the gatekeepers, but I'm going to spell it again for you. NOMEN SUBSUBSTANIVUM, substantivum. Nomen substantivum, the power of words. Words take shape. Words take shape and form of what you say it is. The energies that you reverberate take shape and form. First it takes vibration, then it takes color, then it takes shape, then it takes form. In that order. We have to know that when you call a person a leader, how it affects us. When they say, well, he's a leader, no matter if we like him or not, we hold him to some high esteem because they call themselves leaders. There's a lot of self-appointed foot shuffling, tap dancing ringmasters around here who call themselves that. And they'll tell you, well, God put me here. Word? God ain't tell me that you was that. You know, or you have people who are these been schooled on these fake certificate colleges and studies that we have, and you got women out here giving advice to other women about children, and they don't have any children. See, that's con shit because I got a piece of paper from Yale that makes me smarter than a lady who got 4 children and no degree. Word?
Yep.
See, that's con shit to me because that person would not listen to you and say, well, where's your degree? Well, I don't have one, but I got 4 kids. Well, you can't tell me. I went to Miss Stewart, and she got a degree from Yale, her Ph.D., but ain't got no kids to her first. So she got knowledge but no wisdom, so cannot have under, inner, or overstanding because she's missing a step. Knowledge by itself is nothing. I'll tell you that right now. I don't care how much you know. Knowledge by itself is nothing. If you don't apply it, it don't mean nothing. And after you apply it, if you don't have full spectrum of understanding of it, then you may be doing some shit like I learned recently. These people went to this, they were helping wildlife out, and they went to this jungle in Africa and said, oh, we need to plant these flowers and trees around this river because it's so beautiful. Do you know they planted trees and plants around the joint and dried the river up because they didn't do the research that these trees drunk the most water? So now instead of beautifying it, you've destroyed the ecosystem, so that killed something, and that killed something else, and that killed something else. Now you've destroyed the ecosystem of you trying to make something look better because of your knowledge with no wisdom and no understanding. See, this is what's happening. This is why we got the weather we have. This is why we got the diseases we have. This is why we got the GMOs we have, genetically modified organisms for food, for everybody who's hearing about it. See, this is why we got the chemtrails, because they're trying to do a depopulation program, but you're dumb enough that it's affecting your kids too because it seeps in the earth, so it affects everybody.
Yeah, and you know what? This reminds me of a post that I put up a few days ago. The post said, it's obvious that the world is governed by psychopaths and that societal norms are constructed by those same psychopaths. Every time you do something that these psychopaths deem great according to their psychopathic rules and laws, you're rewarded. So why do you participate in their psychopathic reindeer games? Because you're a damn psychopath too. And the reason why I put that down there like that is because a lot of people don't realize that they are doing psychopathic shit.
Yeah,
they're doing because of the con shit. You know what? I'm gonna take this caller right here. They've been waiting for a while. So I'm gonna take this caller right here. Area code 650, last 44334. Hello, caller.
Hey, Tina, this is Noni.
Hey there, Noni. How you doing, sister?
I'm doing pretty good. I really don't have a question because I'm just enjoying the conversation, but I do want to know who Mike is.
This is my boy right here,
Yeah, who I'm listening to.
Mm-hmm.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Mike Crutchfield for those on Facebook. In my circles, my name is Malik Zadok L. I am a holistic Kohen. Kohen in our language would be priest or master teacher. But I use Kohen because priest in the Egyptian order is not the same as we know priest of the Catholic or the Christian orders. Priest was more like a master teacher. So that's who I am. Glad to meet you, sister, and anyone else is listening out here.
Okay, same here. Continue on. I'm just listening.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Noni.
Thank you for listening.
You're welcome.
Thank you for listening. Do you know your name is a very healthy plant of the Noni plant, and it has some of the best juices that can rejuvenate your body on the planet?
Yes, it's also a West African name. It means gift from God, and I gave it to myself.
True indeed, sister. That is a blessing.
I gave it to myself like when I was 25, and then when I turned 50, I started calling myself that. But I got word from Spirit that that's my spiritual name when I'm not in physical form. So,
true. You just explained it. See, the three parts of you. You got the me, the myself, and the I. The I is the God property. The myself is the angelic being. The me is the carnal or the soma body. See, your God self stepped down and gave it to your angelic being. You just said that. So yes, indeed, full agreement. Welcome back, sister.
Thank you.
Remember means this, to redo over. Remember, you were a member of something. You were a member of the gods, and we're back. We're starting to remember.
Yes.
And remembering is called waking up. When you wake up, going back to being conscious, right? There you go. That's what being conscious mean. Not knowing a subject, but becoming that in which you were intended to be here for, why you were put on this planet or any planet or place and realm that you are in, dimension. You have a job. If a tree says, I want to stop being a tree, I want to ride Cadillacs and listen to Ice Cube all day, then it's going to mess up the ecosystem. If a bee says, I don't want to pollinate plants no more, we die. You understand?
Right.
Because that's being conscious. Being conscious is when you wake up fully and say, I am Noni, or I am Malik Zadok, or I am Tina, or Mayat, or Sekhmet, or Kodesh, or whatever name you want to give yourself. Know your job, being conscious. Conscious is not reading every Malcolm X book and thinking that you're pro-black, or reading Karl Marx and thinking that you're the next philosopher. That's not being conscious. That's knowledge. And knowledge without wisdom is nothing. See, conscious is,
And if you have the question, you have the answer inside.
Yes, all of us. It's just a confirmation. It's just a confirmation of what you already told. Yes, true.
Exactly.
Right. And I am blessed to be hearing from sisters and brothers who are we are waking up. But the next thing we have to do is we have to get this into motivated action, because they're moving fast. And we're in a downhill spiral right now. So the few that you find, or the many that you find, come together. Start putting economics. Start saving food back. Start learning how to grow things. Start putting your children in programs so that they can come into a community and everybody fit like Voltron. We can join together and become one, not me trying to do it all by myself, because nothing in nature works by itself. That's being conscious. What you say, Sister Tina?
I say you're exactly right. Thank you so much for calling in, Noni.
All right, hon. I'm still going to be listening. And it was nice meeting you, Mike. And
yes, Sister Sandy. You add me on Facebook. I'm one of Tina's friends, or I think I'm posted on the Blog Talk. So.
Okay, I'll find you.
Okay, thank you. Gratitude.
All right.
Thank you again, sister.
You're welcome.
Sister Tina, there's something that I've been meaning to address for a while, though.
Okay.
I want to tell everyone who's listening, or should be listening, or will be listening, we do this out of love. We don't do this on our own. This is not information coming from me or her. This is coming information from the universe that is needed. I am nothing. I am nothing but a vessel. I'm nothing but a person that relays that which needs to be relayed. I'm not doing this for a title. I don't do this for recognition. I do this because it's needed, and I do it for free because I love myself and the family of the people that are here. No matter what shape, size, color, sexual preference, I love you if you are all trying to fix the earth and put it back into harmony. If you are not, then we are enemies. And I have no fear. That's why I do this. And we may get a lot of backlash, we may get a lot of love. That doesn't mean anything either until we start fixing the problems so our children and their children can live on the earth where they don't see the nonsense that we have created as so-called knowledgeable people. We have the most sense and know the most things and have the most technology, and the world is dying at the fastest rate that it ever has. We have to put a stop to it. Nobody's better than anyone except by the actions that you do. I just had to say that.
Okay. Now, I have somebody in the chat room. It's a brother named Systems on Fire. All right, and he done said a few things tonight. Number one, he says, speak on the conship people who never mention that we should learn how to produce what we need. Speak on the conship people who never mention that we should learn how to produce what we need. Yes. Speak on the conship people who try to tell us that we should not embrace logic and rationality and instead embrace religion that was designed to have us trusting in spookism. The pimps on the pulpit. That's basically what he's talking about. They're ringmasters too. They're ringmasters too. And let me tell you something. You know, Mike, I know you said that you weren't going to mention any names tonight, but that doesn't mean that I ain't.
Oh,
all right. Umar Johnson is a ringmaster. He is a self-appointed freaking Messiah. And when I tell people that this man sees himself as a Messiah, they think, they can't believe that I'm saying something like that, but that's what he says. He is a ringmaster. Now, I'm done with that. Take it as you want. I'm just telling you. I'm just identifying. I'm just going to identify one of the many ringmasters in this con shit circus.
You know, sister, I have no fear of anything. It is what it is, and I know you do not. So, I mean, if you feel that, let us show it prove. Show and prove. That's what you do. Don't be a rebel rouser. Show and prove. If you are making money, provide services for someone out here. Show us how. And if we're doing it wrong, show us how to do it. If we're wrong, if I don't know something, teach me. Don't shoot me down. Teach me. But you just can't tell me. Show me. I'm like Missouri. I'm the show me state. Show me. Because I'm not going to just listen to you and take it. I study. First, I pray on it. Then I study. Then I use common sense. Because, see, some of the things you learn is bullshit, too. Because they part of the con shit circus. This Karl Marx, this Sigmund Freud, con shit circus. Straight up. No, I don't agree with everything. When I was in school and these psychology classes and these sociology classes, I always disagree with the teacher. I'm like, no, that's not true. That's saying that's the caste system. If you tell me I'm born poor, I'm going to stay poor. Hell, what the fuck I'm in school for then?
School is designed. School is designed to keep you, to make you a slave. And when I explain to people often that there are many, but it's 4 main institutions. All right, when you graduate high school, number 1, K through 12 is the conformity institution. All right, and once you have proven that you have conformed to societal norms, you get a high school diploma. All right? So after you get that high school diploma, now you have 4 institutions that is already prepared and waiting for you for when you get that piece of paper. You have, number 1, you have the university institution, the university institution where you go to school, you go to college, all right, to become a worker. all right, a worker bee. That's what you go to college for. You know, they don't teach entrepreneurship in college. They teach business management.
Yeah,
all right, and the business management is to manage the businesses. All right. Then you have the correctional institution. All right, you go to jail. No, that's the second institution. So you got the university institution, and you have the correctional institution. All right, then you have the laborer institution. Those are your mechanics. Those are people like us, the blue collars. You know, and they get out here and they work. They work hard every day. Roofers, all the hard workers. That's the labor institution. Now, the fourth institution is the entrepreneurship institution. That's the institution that not too many people can get into because, you see, this is wealth that's been passed down from generation to generation to generation.
That's
and you see, and this entrepreneurship institution, these are the same ones where as soon as little Becky or Johnny graduates high school, all right, you got somebody that's been working in a place for 20 years. And next thing you know, little Becky or little Johnny that's 18 or 19 is now appointed their supervisor or their manager.
Yeah.
All right?
Why not?
So now you got an 18-year-old that comes into a workforce and is a supervisor of someone that's been there for 20 years, a black person most of the time. I call that slave master training 101.
Yes.
Because what they're doing is they're training them to be slave masters. So they put them in a position where they are to manage slaves. You know, they master slaves. And once they master slaves, then they go on to entrepreneurship. So these are the different institutions that they have ready and waiting for us when we finish conforming. So you have to think about that.
Yeah.
It's deep, isn't it?
Just like the brother was saying, Brother Systems was saying, you know, we have to start producing instead of just being buyers. We have to.
Yes.
And I mean producing on every level, not only production through our hands and through our skills, but producing of those great minds as well. We have to produce those mother figures who can teach women or little girls how to be women. And we have to produce those males don't have to be males.
Well, you know, this is the reasoning behind the gatekeepers. The gatekeepers and the itchy grass experts, all right? These gatekeepers make sure that you don't become an entrepreneur. They make sure you can't do for self, all right? This is what they're paid to do, all right? So they're the ones that's sitting up there. They're the ones, you know, those family members or those people. We all know those people where you go to them and be like, you know what? I feel like starting a business. You know, I think I'm going to start a business. What are you going to start a business for? Don't you know that 90% of businesses fail within the first 2 years? They're the ones to do that.
Yeah,
and just like
they put them subliminal messages.
Oh, yeah. They're casting spells.
Yes.
And just like the pimps behind the pulpit, those preachers. And I said this to someone one time. Somebody asked me, they said, you know, black women love white Jesus. Black women would kill for white Jesus. And I said, who's behind the pulpit telling that black woman to love Jesus like that? It's usually a black man. You go into these Baptist churches, it's a black man behind the pulpit telling these black women, you don't need nobody but Jesus.
You got to understand. You got to understand that they're the ringmasters, but
they are the ringmasters.
And at the same time, the institution that you was talking about are these philosophical religious schools who are putting these people out. See, you can't get that degree without having that teaching. See, that's where that's what they come into. It's just that though they're producing the ringmasters, the handlers.
Do you know you can't even be a missionary unless you have a bachelor's degree?
Yeah, or go to seminary school. Seminary and cemetery sound close to me.
Real talk, you know. And, you know, you sit back and you look at it. Missionary school, missionary position in sex.
Yeah. You know,
it's about domination.
Yes. I laugh at it. I laugh at it because I'll tell anyone. I don't know any scriptures where the person went to seminary school to become someone. I thought that the source or God or they were called upon in different ways. But now we're sitting here letting people who we do no studies on who runs these seminary schools, who the teachers are, and we entrust what they're giving our preachers and say that they're God called. If they're God called, they don't need to go to no seminary school because God don't pass out degrees like that or the source of all things. You know, so we have to start using more common sense. And I'm not putting down religion. Whatever makes you better, because I am a spiritual person. I'm not going to say I'm religious, but I'm a spiritual person. I was brought up in, just like most of us in Christianity and went through Islam and other schools of thought. But we all have paths that we have to go on to make us that godly person. Whatever you can use your skills, wherever you can use them at, whether it is a Christian church, an Islamic mosque, whether it's a Buddhism temple, whatever you can do to make your community and your family better, you do it. Because we all need to be joined with something. I'm blessed to have like a sister like Tina with me that we can have an avenue to spread what we have now. We have help through brothers and sisters. And I'm not talking about through black or white or red or brown or yellow. I'm talking about brothers and sisters of the same action. Whoever does the work of helping out is my brother and sister. That's what I'm saying. It's not a racial thing. This is a global economic elitist thing in which they want to divide and conquer. It's like chess, and we're the pawns. A pawn can become anything if it reaches the end of the board, but those gatekeepers are trying to be those blocks and those other pieces to keep us from reaching the end of the board. If you know about chess, for those chess players out there, and it's a shame of how we're letting them do it. We're letting them do it. They put out numbers. We never see them pass out any tallies out here. They're saying that we're the minority or majority. Show me. Let's do a count. Let's do a poll. Every time you see a poll and you never get polled, I can't believe this fucking poll. That's trying to say a mindset out there. You're not going to let my mindset say what I am by a false poll or a false prediction or a false reading of who I am or who we are. Because at any time we know, even though you're gatekeepers, Gates never kept anybody out of anything. They only kept the honest people who didn't feel like going through the trouble. But I know many times I done climbed the gate and kicked it in as a child or an adult. And they're not going to keep me in like that either. Put a lock on it, put a sock on it.
We done talked about the gates that I done went through. I fight gates. You can't lock me up.
And I'm right there with you. You know that. But for all the other people out here, you have the power. You are strong. You have a lot of things against you. I know we all do. But forget all of them too, because I don't even want you to think about it. I want you to think about the powerful person that you are and what you could become today, tomorrow, the next day. Start getting your plan together, and there are 99% of us already have a plan. Make it into fruition. That means that plan it. Watch it grow, then go on. Take an effort. That's all it is. Take one step towards it. Starting tomorrow, take one step towards it. Even if you just write your plan down. You've had it in your mind a long time. Write it down. And when you see that plan, tack it on your refrigerator. Tack it on somewhere that you got to pass by and keep looking at it until it make you sick until you do it. I don't care what plan it is. Try it. You don't know if it's going to work or not work until you try it.
And also, I'm going to say this, and I say this, I've been saying this the whole time. It's income tax return. I hate to talk about it, all right? But, you see, they like to trick you. This is when the bills start coming in. Bills start coming in around September or October. All right, that's when your bills. Yeah, but I'm talking about big bills. All of a sudden, bills you just didn't even know existed. They start coming in around September or October. You know, and you start hitting a financial hardship around September, October. They seem to get worse in November and really bad in December. All right? And the reason why is because when February hits and you start getting your income tax return, what they're trying to do is they're trying to get you to give them that money back.
Yeah,
all right? They're trying to get you, they're trying to get you to pay off a whole bunch of damn bills that you've been owing for about 2, 3, 4 years. They're trying to get you to give them all of that money back, handlers. All right? Fuck them. You know what? I said I won't go cuss, you know, but I'm going to cuss. Fuck them. What I'm saying is get your freaking emergency kit together. I don't care if it's 6 bags of rice, you know, 10 bags of beans. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just get your shit together. Get your emergency kit together. Get some extra food. Order some heirloom seeds off the internet. They're not that expensive. Heirloom. Don't go out here and buy any seeds off these shelves because these seeds on these shelves right now are Monsanto's. Those are the GMO seeds. Okay, these are all GMO.
To grow one time.
They're set to grow one time, and then you'll never get any seeds from them. Don't buy any seeds from off the counters here unless they say heirloom. If you can't find any heirloom seeds out here in the public, in the stores, go on the internet and buy you some heirloom seeds. They have heirloom.com. They have all kinds of heirloom. Yeah, go to the farmer's market. Some of them you can't even trust unless they say heirloom. All right, buy them heirloom seeds, put them in a nice, safe, waterproof thing. Yes, waterproof. A plastic bag or something like that, and tie them up tight and keep them set off. All right, cucumbers, broccoli, spinach, collard greens, stuff like that, heirloom seeds like that. Red cabbage, all of those things. You know, even get some fruit seeds, all right, lemon, you know, and stuff like that. Set those seeds off to the side and make sure they stay in a dry area and keep them. Go to the store, get you some compost. I just happen to live by a horse ranch, all right, so I can get horse manure anytime I want. That's excellent fertilizer, horse and cow manure, all right.
Don't get the fresh one though. Make sure it's kind of dry. I don't want y'all to take no fresh shit on. Y'all be wondering what's smelling.
Get yourself together. Fuck them bills. Bills gonna always be here. We are never going to be able to get rid of these damn bills. Fuck them bills. Get your shit together.
Hey. I guess Sister got a little excited, but I feel her on that. We got a game plan now. We have to game plan. An excellent thing to do right now is to get up with like-minded people and start it, because the more people, the less you need to put in. The less and the more you will have. Because now you've built that trust factor and like-minded, and you start doing alike things. You are a movement by yourself, but you're a force when we're together. You know Neil said that, but that's real.
Yeah.
That's real. One finger You can poke somebody's eye out, but a whole fist, you can knock the eye out. See,
yep.
they have knocked the eye out of the system because there are a few working so tight together of these elites. They're the top 1% of the world and rule it. 1% rules the world. What if the 99 turn together? What's going to happen to them? And that's what they don't want. That's why they got the gatekeepers. That's why they got the foot shufflers. That's why they got the old con shit artists. You know?
Yeah.
That's why they got the tap dancers. See?
Yes.
See, they had us in a state of whenever we wanted to get serious, they make a joke. That's the top. That's the tap dancers. They got us shucking and jiving around here while they sticking it to your back pocket, sticking it to your mind, sticking it to your spirituality and your children, turning your own children against you. See,
turning our children gay, turning our children, there's all types of things going on with our children.
There is. And because they are the future. You destroy the future, you have nothing. You are a dead generation.
We got to keep these ringmasters away from our children.
Yes.
Because
now, right
now,
if you ask your child who they look up to and their hero, 90% of them will go outside the home. 90% of them will make up somebody who ain't even real. Superman, Batman, fucking Peyton Manning, or somebody like that they ain't never met. They don't say the parents. They don't say the brothers and sisters. They don't even say the teachers who teach them every day. They go outside the realm. Michael Jordan, who would take a $17 pair of shoes and sell it to you for $250. That's who they look up to.
Yep.
And it's sad, but it's true, because these con shit artists are fooling those into thinking they're conscious, but they're really unconscious. They're unconsciously helping them out. These are the Akbars and the talking about they're the brightest people on the planet. You know, I'm from Kemet, and you from Atlantis, and you from this planet and that planet. I don't care where you from. If you ain't putting the actions in to help make me better, I can care less. I can care less what you know. I care about what you do.
Exactly.
Not
it's
about
all
what
about
you know.
action.
All about action.
All right, Mike. Well, that's about the end of our show. I invite everyone we had one caller. That's about the end of our show. If you're going to call in right now by the time me and Mike finish talking, because we're about to hang up now. But I want to thank everyone for listening in tonight, putting up with me, getting all excited. But thank you again for listening in. Thank you for everything y'all doing for us. You know, we appreciate the support. And Mike, you want to say something before we hang up?
Yes, I say all things begin with the all. Nothing will exist if it was not for the all. For I am in the all, and the all is within all of me. By myself, I am nothing. With the all, I can do all things. Peace and love, brothers and sisters of all shapes, size, religion, colors, and genders, and even sexual preferences. Let's get on the movements together and start making it happen. Peace and love to all.
Peace and blessings. We're out. Peace.